today at Surviving the Ordinary. It's going to be a really, really
I say touchy.
touchy topic, I would say. Yeah, it's a little bit tough. A lot of things to actually talk about. We always have a lot of things to talk about. So basically, it is about having children. Yes.
So, okay, for having children, right, I feel this is going to be a bit on a really touchy side.
Why is it?
Reason being is that, some of you guys who have known me, right? I was married for almost a decade, and I did not have any kids. And then people always ask me, "Hey, when are you gonna have kids?" Honestly, it didn't really impact or burden me much, but it actually affected my partner a lot.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, I think I would say it actually took a toll on her.
Wow.
Yeah, because can you imagine like the older aunties, not even aunties lah, even your in-laws, they will ask.
That's true.
Yeah. So it is actually quite taxing on them.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember because I remember when just before I got married, people will always say like, in the Malay term, they call it like bunting pelamin. So basically, like after you get married, straight away you straight away confirm you have babies.
Oh, fun fact. Okay, when I was getting married for one time, right, I had a yearly kind of plan before me to get married.
Oh.
But after I actually went in and proposed, we got married within 6 weeks. People thought that my partner was pregnant. Can you imagine the hectic of planning our wedding within 6 weeks? Yeah. So, but thank God we had like
6 weeks.
6 weeks to plan out the whole wedding. She did everything, But we are thankful because we had friends to help us with all the planning.
Yeah. You have good connections. You have good connections. So I'm sure you can pull off a 6 weeks wedding, that's for sure.
So yeah, we were grateful that we have great friends that actually help. And we did. She wasn't pregnant, but we got it because we got a place. Yeah. So we need to get married.
Yeah.
For us to get a place. So yeah.
Oh, got it. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? But to be honest, right, in terms of marriage, if it feels right, it feels right.
Yeah, that's right.
And I feel like, why delay something that you want to do and,
Anyway, why delay the inevitable?
Yeah. You're just gonna get married. And to be honest, right, spending a lot of money on your wedding, you don't really remember much. I don't.
Honestly, I
spent a lot of money on my wedding. And to be honest, I didn't even taste the food that I chose. I have live station for roti kirai and roti john or something like that. I have a lot of live station. I have my favorite food all there. Didn't get to taste it. I didn't even get to see and embrace the decorations that I did, or even see anyone on my place because we stay so far from each other. So I spend most of my time traveling back and forth than actually being at the wedding itself.
For me, it was a bit
waste
different
of money
because we had a combined wedding. So,
that's
so
perfect.
It's simple and everything. We were at just one location.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we managed to do we managed to absorb or rather enjoy the decoration that we did because we pretty much did it ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, that's
we decorated
perfect.
the
That's
void deck
nice.
ourselves,
Oh, I love void deck. Mine is void deck wedding, and you know what? They should make a void deck wedding back. I love it.
The vibe is all
exactly.
your neighbors and all that stuff.
Such a kampung spirit. I love it. The whole community coming together the night before. Oh, that's amazing. Right. So anyway, it's not about wedding.
Yeah.
It's about having children.
Oh yes.
So I understand, because the thing is for me. When I got married, people thought that, I would immediately get kids. But it took us 2 years. And it was a very painful 2 year. At first, we planned 5 years after we get married. Because we got married quite fast. So after we got married, let's have 5 years break. Just honeymoon phase. And then think about having a kid. But on that night of that wedding after that, we were like, do we want to wait? Because he was also telling me because he's on the older side.
Yeah.
Not too old. I'm just saying that he's way older than me. He's giving me a look right now. But yeah, he's a little bit on the older side, I would say. I think he's already thinking of I want to settle down, I have kids, of my own. So I was like, okay, let's try for it. And we tried for 2 years. And for us, like, we didn't go through the IVF route. Like, not yet. We were about to, but somehow then we got pregnant. But I remembered when I wanted to get pregnant and I couldn't, like, every single time, it's like really heartbreaking. And every time you see people, they go like, oh, when are you going to have kids? Like, when are you going to have kids? And I'm like, dude, I'm trying. Like, you ask me, I ask who. I also want to know when I'm going to have kids.
I know, right.
Yeah, so I can understand how, like, your former partner, like, feels about it. Especially, like, a decade.
Yeah. The thing is, right, as a guy, that we feel hurt too, but we can't be we can't be used of a help. I mean, can't be a help to them. But, they go through all the pain, all the stuff. But, as a guy, we also have to be the stronger one, you see? Yeah. So our partners are usually the one that's actually taking the hit from everyone. But we are the one that keeping quiet. But we are also hurting. But we just we can't be one of the person have to be the stronger one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually it's the guy.
But how do you feel like, okay, for women, right? When we couldn't have kids, we always feel like we are not women enough. Like, we are less of a woman because one of the roles of a woman, which is ingrained in our head, is, to reproduce.
Yeah.
Right? And we feel less of a woman when that happens. And sometimes we go like and ask ourselves like, why? Like, and then somehow you see people like having kids and you go like, they're popping babies like popcorn and like,
like nobody business.
How come it's so hard for me?
Yeah.
And I remember being so upset, and I remember like every time if people get pregnant, and even though they are my friends and all, I'll be so excited and happy for them. But at the same time, a part of me, like, my heart broke so much. And it's those things whereby like, I don't even know whether I should meet the baby after, like, because I feel like I don't want to be upset about it.
Yeah, I know, right? It's that, there, a part of me, right, years ago, I used to have like this envy kind of thing. I feel like that point of time, I think I was really like, I wouldn't say like I'm financially freedom kind of thing, but I'm more of like, I feel like I was ready. And I see that some of them is like, hey, they are struggling. But they are popping like nobody business.
Yeah, exactly. And you start to have all this.
I was like, is it because that, God is telling me that, now you have money. Shouldn't it be better? Or do you want kids? That kind of thing. So it really triggered me. Yeah. So this experience, right, was really quite painful for me. But I mean, I would say thank God lah. After all these things, it actually leads me to a different way of thinking and a path of self-discovery and understanding more about myself actually.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, but throughout the whole my marriage and stuff, which I felt that I always have this what if thinking. So it's like, what if actually I have to do this? What if, kind of thing, which actually self-doubt myself, which I felt that it was actually affecting my marriage. Already it was not affecting, but it affected my marriage actually.
Can I just ask you a very personal question? If this is okay, if it's not okay, we can cut this part off. Yeah, okay. Is that the main factor of why you guys separated?
Yeah, partly. Yeah.
One of the main.
Yeah. It is actually the self-doubt, or rather that I felt that, it's just the what if, back of my head, if I could have a kid. The thing is like, if you know me about that, I really, really love kids.
Yeah, actually he loves kids.
I really wanted a kid of my own. So yeah. So that, that what if, right, it clouded my judgment. So which I think was, that point of time, I think, I mean, I don't feel that, I deserve one, but it's just that what if kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but over the years, I've learned that actually, that what if could have been better if I just speak, like, talk out to my partner, sit down with my partner and just talk. But rather, I did not, but I just kept it in myself.
Got it.
So I felt that if I actually spoke to her, we had shared the same burden kind of thing.
Yeah.
It would have really, smoothed out everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but guys being guys, sometimes we don't have like the outlet kind of thing to like go. Is that we, sometimes we do not want to be like, we want to be emotional ready, but also we don't want to be shut down and say, alamak, macam kental ya.
Yeah. It's that ego talking at the same time.
So it's like, I felt that that point of time is I actually sat down, I spoke to some people, and I realized that one thing, guys do not have like a proper male support group.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now,
in terms of the fertility part, yes, I understand. Yes.
In terms of like the fertility part support kind of thing, but
that's
not really
true,
like a men's health kind of thing. But this is really like the fertility area. When men do not, men. We are egoistic monster. Who are we to tell about our sex life or our stuff? And some of men that just
wait, you actually don't talk about your sex life and stuff.
Yeah, we don't actually. So I feel I don't.
Like women, I mean, we don't go into detail on like but like we do go like, hey, but we try at this date, like it's supposed to be my fertile window and stuff like that.
To the extent that we actually. I don't know about guys, but I actually learned about what's it called, the fertility period or the fertile period, or where we actually sit down, look at the calendar, and look at time.
Once you are married, right? Men found out that there's a thing called fertile window, and that women keep note, like take note and have a calendar. We have an app for it. To tell us when is our fertile window. Like men found out about it only after they got married. This is facts.
So I felt that I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one. So I am here to share that I've been through that area, and I would like to extend my hand to guys out there. If you feel that you are in that the situation I was in, you had no one, because you see that point of time, my partner, right, is that where she had this support group from Facebook for different type of groups. They say what you should do, because you must understand, I've tried the natural way, I tried the IVF way. I've even tried the mythical way. So like from
what is mythical way?
Okay, when you say mythical, it's like those thstories, like
the superstitions. So
fun fact, right? Do you know that I actually went to Langkawi? So there's this island called Pulau Bunting in Langkawi.
So Bunting means pregnant. So it's an pregnant island.
Pregnant island. So basically, you are supposed to go there if you don't get pregnant. Yeah.
So what? You just go there?
So you have to go to the Pulau Bunting or stuff. You have to, you have to swim in that ocean, basically, that river kind of thing. And a guy have to drink the water. And I tell you that water is gross. I vomited. But
maybe that's why it doesn't work, because you vomit it out.
Maybe.